Hello and welcome again for this new lesson, third secondary grade, first semester, unit 4 vocabulary and grammar, prepared by Turki Al-Qahtani and presented by me. Welcome, Shuruq, Malak, and Aya. Are you ready to get the objectives of our lesson today? Okay, we have 7 objectives for our lesson today. You will be enriched with by new vocabularies. You will be able to overcome misunderstanding of confused meaning in some words. And number 3, you will be able to pronounce English words correctly. And number 4, you will be able to use the new words in suitable expressions. 5, you will be able to distinguish present simple with present progressive. 6, you will be able to overcome misunderstanding reading or regarding to these tenses. The last objectives, you will be able to use the appropriate time expressions with their ideas. I know it's many objectives for our lesson today, but we are going to focus on it slide by slide. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to raise it up in the chatting box. All right? Shall we move? Okay, Malak, Shuruq, Aya, warming up a bit. Read the following examples and pay attention to the idea of using take. Now we are going to come across on expressions with take. So the first sentence, although her latest book was panned by critics, she took it on the chin and started working on the next. The second sentence, I lent him $100 without realizing that he was taking me for a ride. The last sentence, her beauty took his breath away. Did you understand any sentence, especially regarding the sentence or the phrases regarding take or took? Aya, which one? Shuruq, which one? Which sentence? 1 or 2 or 3? For example, let's start with the first sentence. Took on the chin. Do you have any idea? Took it on the chin, or taking me for a ride. Accept it with the pleasure. I'm not sure. We will see, Aya. Okay. We will see later on. What about taking me for a ride? Yeah, you are around the answer. Anyway, we will see it now. We will see it now. The full detailed definitions of those phrases. Take it on the chin. To take it on the chin is to boldly accept a difficult or bad situation without complaining. So, for example, if the teacher say, write the homeworks 10 times, you are taking it on the chin. Right? Take someone for a ride. To take someone for a ride, to deceive them, to cheat them. Okay? To deceive them, to cheat them. To take one's breath away. If someone takes your breath away, it's extremely beautiful. Okay? To just keep in mind, take. Okay, keep in mind, take is one of the most frequent used words in English. Needless to say, nearly 50 expressions in current use are corroborate with the verb take. All right? Okay, I need your help, Malak, Shuruq, Aya, with the next exercise. With this exercise. So read the phrases and write the expression, or write an expression with take. So for example, not hurry to do something. Okay, Shuruk say number 4, take care. Excellent. We will see that later on. Take a break. Which one? Which phrase? Number 1, excellent. We will see now. What about you, Malak? Where are you? Because we want to see the different answers. Just you can select from 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, which one you like, and then we are going to see the answers together. For example, to pay attention to, not show appreciation to somebody. Okay, number 1, I think for Aya, I'm not sure. Aya or Shuruk. Someone say take care. All right. Number 3, take advantage. Okay. All right, can we check now? Can we check now, and we will see if the answer's correct or no. So we will start with number 1, takes time or takes one's time. I think this is Aya, which is right. Number 2, to be proud of someone, to something, take pride in, to benefit from, to take advantage. I think this one, is it you, Shuru? Is this your sentence, Shuru? To take advantage of, yeah, excellent, well done. Number 4, to look after, take care. I think most of you get, or all of you get the right answers. I'm trying to put it on the same sentence. Sometimes this starts becoming a bit bigger than expected. Okay, where is number 4? Number 4, I think there's 2. And number 3 will be over here. Okay? Excellent. Well done. That sounds great. Now we are going to see something has to do with adjectives. Do you have any idea about base adjective, strong adjective? Sometimes we call it normal adjective, strong. Yeah. Okay, good. All of you? Okay, excellent. Like the, yes, excellent. Okay, sounds most of all of you know the meaning. Okay, good. Strong adjectives. The book was awful. The plot was stupid, and the ending was very bad. You can say extremely bad. So very is normal or base adjective. Extremely strong adjective. Layla made delicious chicken pie last night. Very extremely delicious. Now keep in mind, strong adjectives are a stronger version of other adjectives. Example, delighted mean very pleased. Strong adjectives never follow adverbs like very, extremely. Adverbs such as absolutely and earthly are used instead. Alright, so now we are coming to see strong adjectives, and I need you to tell me to replace the words with the strong adjectives. Now replace the words or phrases in bold. It seems now in a green bold with a strong adjective. So we have from 1 to 8. My boss was extremely angry when I got to work late yesterday. George ate extremely big piece of cake. So what do you think? Shall we divide it between you? Or you can select the sentence. Okay, Malak, I number 1. Furious. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, excellent. Number 2, huge. Okay, huge, enormous. Okay. Number 3, extremely important, essential. Excellent. Sounds great. Okay. What about number 7? For delicious. What about number 7? That smell is very bad. Awful. All right, Malak, you're doing great job. I think the one number 7 for Malak. Okay, sounds great. The last one, 8. Alice, terrified. 5, fascinating. Girls, you are doing great job. Absolutely, you are doing great job. Okay, now we are going to see. And I'm pretty sure that your answers 100% right. So number 1, furious, absolutely right. Number 2, someone said enormous, someone said huge, I think. And then essential, which is right. Delicious, absolutely right. Fascinating, absolutely right. Then ridiculous, awful. I remember this one. Yeah, awful. I think this is for Malak. Terrified, the last one. More than star you deserve, honestly. More than star. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Okay, now you get it all sentence in the right form. Now verbs starting with over. All right. Now we are going to know how to see verbs starting with over. Back, overflowed with close. I was overcome with emotion. I could barely speak. Yes, exactly, Aya. Like more than normal. Absolutely right. Thus, overflowed mean to fall or moving slowly. We need to know. Does overcome mean come to the top or affected? Overcome. What is the meaning of overcome? Does overcome mean come to the top or affected? If you have any idea. Okay, keep in mind, over at the beginning of a verb can mean too much. Example, overeat means eat too much. However, this is not always the case. For example, overtake means pass a person right. Okay? Good. Any questions up to now? All right. Fill in the space with the correct form of the verbs. Now we have 3 different sentences. We need to select the appropriate sentence from which one, A or B or C, with the 3 sentences. All right. Now, it's important when you start going to the gym not to overdo it. 1B, what a fast. Okay, 2C, 1B, most of you at the same time, 2C, 3A. Okay, are you sure? Can I consider it? Oh, sounds great, sounds great. Girls, you are writing a fast way. I like your interaction. Okay. B, C, A. What can I say? No mistake? Are you sure? Happy faces? Yeah. Happy faces. Excellent, Aya. Excellent, Malak. Excellent, Shuru. You are doing great job. Well done. Up to now without mistakes. Here we go with the part of the grammar. Today we are going to talk about past perfect simple and past perfect progressive. Okay? All right. I think we have another guest. Welcome, Shada. Now everyone, past perfect symbol. I had lived in Saudi Arabia before I came to US. Now past perfect, it comes with had, which is the past of have and has. All right. I had lived in Saudi Arabia before I came to USA. What do you notice in this sentence, or these two sentences? What do you notice? What can you see? Because it's clearly mentioned to sentence with the link, the word we are using before. So what do you know about past perfect symbol? Do you have any idea, or shall I explain it to you? Yeah. I mean, what comes to your mind? And then we are going to see something happened after the past. Okay. Can we say two actions happened in the past? Can we say that? Because we have the first action, I had lived in Saudi Arabia before I came to US. So both of them in the past. Is it right? Can you hear me well, everyone? Okay. Yes, both in the past. Good. Now we will see now how to use this tense. Now we have talked about past progressive, past perfect symbol, and now we are going to talk about past perfect progressive. Yes, you're right, Shuruk. Action after action in the past, but one further another. You're right, absolutely right, I. Excellent. Good. The main thing you can notice between past perfect symbol and past perfect progressive, what can you see? The main thing, the ing, excellent, and then also ing. Okay? So I'm going to give you a golden rule regarding past perfect, progressive, and past perfect symbols. So in past perfect progressive, we are focusing on the duration. We are focusing on the length in the past. Okay? In the past perfect symbol, we are focusing on the actions. When did that happen? When did this happen? All right? But in past perfect progressive, we are focusing on duration. So I had been living in USA since 2010, before I came to KSA. So the first sentence, I had been living in USA since 2010, and the second sentence, which is also in the past, before I came to KSA. So past perfect progressive in the first sentence. The time expression used here is since. All right. Now we are going to see how to use past perfect symbol and past perfect progressive. Now, as you say before, Shuruq Ayah, to describe, if you want to use past perfect symbol, to describe an action which was completed before a specific point of time in the past, to describe an action that was completed before another action in the past. The second action is in the past symbol. I think you mentioned this, right? So, as I told you, the golden rule, focus on the action. We are focusing on the action in the past perfect symbol. While in past perfect progressive, we are focusing on the duration. Now, examples, past perfect symbol. My mom had done the washing up by midnight. The lecture had already started when we got to the university. All right, time expressions come with the past perfect, already, ever, never, just, when, by the time, after, by, before, etc. I think most of you know the meaning of those time expressions, right? Do you have any questions up to now? All right. Keep in mind, شذا ملك شروق آية, past perfect symbol focusing on the actions in the past, while past perfect progressive focusing on the, in general, I'm talking in general, focusing on duration. All right. So to emphasize, the duration of an action that was progressed before another action in specific point of time in the past, also to refer to an action whose duration caused a visible result at a later point of time in the past. All right? Is it clear to you? Because we are going to see two different sentences. Now, the examples here said he had been living in Egypt for 15 years when he moved to Saudi Arabia. They were tired because they had been cleaning the house all day. Now I have a question. Sorry for that. I have a question. I is typing. Maybe she has something I want to say. All right. Can I ask a question? Yes, excellent. I had been waiting there for 2 hours before she arrived. Excellent. All of you, why did we say the verb with ing after been? He had been living. Why we say he had been lived or left or live? Why do we add ing? Sure, typing. Share that also. Malak as well. Okay, I'm waiting the answers. Why should we? Because we have been. Because been is the past form from is and are. Because, yes. So I have to add ing. All right. You know, I think all of you know that had and have, the verb comes after it in the past participle form, right? So be is is are, past participle is be. But the question is, why do we not say he had been lived? Because we have two verbs. We cannot say we have been lived. We need to add ing to the verb. The ing means the progressive in current time or a specific time, specific point in the past. Okay. The questions was, okay, I think most of you now get the idea of he had been living. The ing in the verb live tell us the progressive or the progressive of the action in specific time in the past. Okay? Now, time expressions come with the past perfect already, by the time, for, since, after, before, when, how long, etc. Now we're coming to the last slide. Would, was, were going to. We knew the journey was going to be long and dangerous. All I could think about was the fame and the glory that the treasure would bring. Okay? Now, we have three different sentences, A, B, C. And you can see the circle on the B. So, what do the phrases in bold express? Something that we plan or tend to do. Something that we planned to do or expected to happen. Something that happened before something else in the past. So it's clearly mentioned here, or the sentence B. Planned to do or expected to happen. When you use was going or would. Now, how to use would plus the base form is used when referring to past, for that we expect it to happen at later time. Also, was we're going to plus base form is used to talk about actions somebody intended to do in the past, but probably did not. All right, now we have an exercise after this slide. Now we have examples for would and was, and we're going to. I knew he would pass examination or the examination. I was going to visit my cousins over the weekend, but they came to visit me instead. So as I told you, plan or something expect to happen. We use would, and also we use we're going to. Any questions up to now? Any questions? Okay, I said no, no. All right, Shada as well, typing. Now, Aya, Shuruq, Malak, you are 4, please. Each one of you select one sentence. So please, before you write the answers, say, I will take number 1. Excellent, Shuruq. Number 2. Excellent, Aya. Number 3. All right, number 4 for Malak. What about 3 or 5? Anyway, go ahead, Aya, Shuruq, with your sentences. We need to write it in the past perfect simple or past perfect progressive, please. Okay, go ahead, Shada. Malak, Shuruq, Aya. Go ahead, all of you. You still have 1 minute left. Don't forget past perfect simple, past perfect progressive. We had studied really hard. All right, so the sentence had studied, Shada had opened. Number 3. Okay, please do not forget your answers. Had, number 1. Okay, we will see that later on. We will see that later on. What about number 5? I'm not sure if someone get number 5 up to now. It had been snowing, which is 1, I think. Yeah, because we are talking about past perfect and past perfect progressive. If you wouldn't mind, please. Okay, had already started. We will see each other. Please do not forget your answers, because all of you talking at the same time, so sometimes I find difficult to catch your answers. Okay, shall we see? Are you ready? Okay. Close your eyes. Here we go. Number 1, had. Number 2, had been studying. Number 3, I think this is right. Had happened. And number 5, had been snowing. Excellent. I think this is number 4. Is it Shada or Malak? Yeah, past perfect. Shuruq, past perfect. Past perfect simple or past perfect progressive. All right. Number 4 had been snowing and 5 had already started. Excellent. I think last one for the last one, 5 for. Well, it depends on duration. If you focus, just please, because I asking. The number 2, can we say had studied? Now, do not forget that we are focusing on the past perfect symbol on the action. But just look here, and I'm talking to all of you. We mentioned the duration. So past perfect progressive will be more suitable than past perfect simple. All right, excellent, Aya. All right, answers now. Shuruq. Number 1, had, which is the past tense of have and has, which comes in the past perfect. All right. Number 2, had been studying, had happened, and I have been snowing, and the last one had already started. Thumbs up. We are going to give you different icons and plotting. Start. Little face, happy. Okay, she means had. Just keep in mind that, okay, we will back a bit for Shuruq and Shada. All right, my classmate and I. This is plural. Okay, my classmate and I. This is not singular. This is plural. Now, I cannot say I have or has because we are talking about past. So, the past tense, I had a wonderful holiday last year. You should say, you want the answer would be I had. Do you want to say that? But don't forget, as I told you, the past perfect symbol focusing only on the actions, past perfect progressive focusing on the duration. And this is in general, I'm not going specific. You mean the symbol tense of past will be had or have had, but we cannot say have had because we are talking about past. Okay, so the first had is for the tense and the second for the, you mean the past participle? All right, never mind, unless you get the idea. I like the students who are asking. Anyway. Okay, good. Now, I will not forget. Yes, go ahead, Malak. But we don't have still. Yeah, you can ask, please. Yes, we use have had. We use have had or had when you don't have a main verb. Okay? Because have and had, the verb comes in the past participle, whether it is or am or was or were. So the past thing for the perfect is had. Okay, good. Now we are almost reaching. Thank you for you participating. This is the summary of our lesson. I would like to thank you, all of you, for your attending for our lesson today. Shuruq, Malak, Shada, Aya. I wish all the best for you. Do not forget you can see the lesson again through the website. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer on it. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Shuruq. I like you participating. I wish all the best for you. Hope to see you next time in other different lessons. Have a nice day.